So I investigated the controversy around the X account of the INEC Chairman. And here's what I found. In fact, the whole controversy is based on snapshot of tweets allegedly made by the INEC Chairman sometime in 2023 by an X account at Joash Amupitan. Now, this whole controversy, Nigerians, not too much. This whole controversy was now corroborated by X AI platform, Grok. So if you go to X AI, if you go to Grok and you upload that snapshot and you ask X to verify if it belongs to Joash Amupitan, the INEC Chairman, Grok will tell you yes, it belongs to INEC Chairman. The account was first created in September 2022, and then the account was used to make several partisan comments. And in 2023, the account made "Victory is sure" comment in response to Israel's post. So yes, the account was changed sometime around April 10 when this snapshot went viral. And after the account was changed to Sunday Vibe 00, the old Joash Amupitan handle became available. Then it was used to create a fresh account. So right now, there's supposedly a new Joash Amupitan account on X, and then there's supposed to be the old Joash Amupitan that is now being changed to Sunday Vibes 00 on X. So, if Grok AI can verify this, and then INEC comes out to issue an official statement that Amupitan has not been or operated any account on the X platform or Twitter platform, like some of you may remember it as, who is lying? Because the thing has gone very deep. If you follow the evidence, in fact, when I first followed the evidence, what came to my mind was, Amupitan, you go explain, Taya, you not get evidence. The evidence is all stacked against you. Until I started to dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper. I brought my 25 years of experience in IT to play. So, here's what I found. Number one, right now, there are two active accounts on X. Joash Amupitan, which is supposed to be the account for the INEC Chairman, is active. But that account was created in April of this year. So it's a new account. If that is the same account, then it cannot have made the post that it has reported to have made in 2023 in reply to Dio Israel's post. But then again, the argument has been made that no, the active Joash Amupitan account right now is a new one that was created after the old account was changed to Sunday Vibe 00. And of course, if you're familiar with Twitter, with X, you know that once you change your username, it becomes available for any other person to use. So they are arguing that yes, the old account was changed to Sunday Vibe 00. And so, people loyal to the INEC Chairman quickly now created a new account with the old handle, and that's the account that we are seeing on X right now, or Twitter right now. So, we can't say that since the account is saying joined in April 2026, it was not the account that posted, or it's not possible for the INEC Chairman to have made that post in 2023. Okay, so if you take that argument, then you are faced with another question. So, why is the Sunday Vibe 00 also showing that it was created in April of 2026? Again, if you are familiar with X and how X works, you discover that if you opened Joash Amupitan X account in 2026 September, and in 2025 or in 2026 you change the handle from Joash Amupitan to Sunday Vibe 00, you are allowed to do that. But the date you joined Twitter will still reference September 2022. It will not change. So, if Sunday Vibe 00 is reading joined Twitter in 2026 April, that means it cannot have been the old account. So, on that basis, it's not possible that that was the account that was used by Joash Amupitan to make that comment, victory is sure, in 2023. It's not possible. Some other persons have argued that no, Joash Amupitan, when you type it into Grok, Grok confirms the whole process. It gives you user ID and says that it was changed to Sunday Vibes 00 and that a new account was created. Yes, if you go to Grok and type it, Grok will probably give you that same answer right now because I did it. I did it and Grok told me confirmed until I now told Grok, what is the source of this information? Do you have access to the internal data files of X platform, the account change date and all those information? Do you have access to it? Is that the information you are using to verify this snapshot? That is when Grok woke up from his hallucination and said, no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I don't have access to the internal files of X. So I cannot, based on that information, tell you that, oh, this is from X. In fact, it is not. Guess what? Grok now woke up and said, and started even noticing discrepancies. The user ID that was quoted for the old Joash Amupitan account is not the same as the Twitter ID of the new Sunday Vibe 00. And Grok now woke up to its reality that they are different accounts. In fact, Grok was manipulated, and it is easy to manipulate AI because Grok is closely integrated with X. If you have 10 different accounts on X, post a fake news, and then you now have 10 different news channels, take those fake news and write articles on it on their website, and you go to Grok and ask Grok to verify if there is such an information, Grok will search the X platform, pick the information from those 10 accounts that posted the 10 fake information, pick the information from the 10 websites that picked the fake information from those 10 X accounts, and tell you that yes, this and this and this that you asked for is true, it exists here. And Grok can then begin to deduct its findings based on those posts, which is what happened here. But when you prompt Grok correctly, Grok now tells you that the information is not authentic, it is fake, which Grok did, and I will show you the screenshots. If you take the information to ChatGPT will on the forefront just tell you, no, I don't have access to the back-end files, the X data files, internal ones, to verify this information. ChatGPT will tell you that up front. Gemini will tell you that up front. Even DeepSeek will tell you that up front. But somehow, Grok will first of all go around. I think it's very excited by the fact that it's integrated with X to begin to check X account. And that's what caused this confusion. Now, here is the conclusion of the matter. Oh, okay. Before the conclusion, people talk about, oh, what about the email account? What about the phone number that was used to open an OPay account? Those things are public information. If you take your own name, your own phone number now, and you go to Truecaller and you register it as Anini1 and you save it, and you call 10 people in your location and you tell them to save your number as Anini1, after a few days, anybody that calls that number will see the number registered to Anini1. Doesn't mean that the number belongs to Anini1, just the way it was stored on Truecaller. And everybody knows that once you have a phone number, you can use that phone number to open an account. Now, here is the thing. Oh, dear Father. Is Joash Amupitan still using that phone number? Or has he abandoned that phone number for a while, and the mobile operator has reassigned that phone number to somebody else, and that somebody else now has used that phone number to open an OPay account that is still very, very active and is collecting 10 naira there, 100 naira there, 50 naira there? If 1 million people in trying to verify keep sending 10 naira, 50 naira, that account owner is a millionaire. We should look at that. And we can also go to NCC, use court petition to court orders to petition and summon the owner of the phone number now to know if it is still Amupitan that is using it. The information is that the truth is this. All those of you who are party chairman, party secretary, who have contact with Amupitan, the number that you use to call Amupitan, is it the number that is flying on social media now? Because what they tell you is that, oh, it's the number that was in his CV when he was in University of Jos. Oh, meaning that he's no longer using it again. We could not use in our brain. The email they said they used for the verification, they did no such verification. Here is the final verdict, the discovery. Fake news. 1. In 2023, there was no account on X with the name Amupitan, Joash Amupitan. None. What you are seeing is a fabrication in its entirety. I am talking to you now as one who has carried out extensive investigation on this matter. And it is sad because you have some people. I have narrowed it down to 2 persons. And these 2 persons, I will personally recommend them for prosecution. You cannot confuse a whole nation like this with fabricated information and lies. No. I want Tinubu out. I have case against Amupitan. He refused to yield to our request. after the case that we filed against INEC under Mahmoud Yakubu was continued by his lawyers. And we are still in court against Amupitan for not registering our political association as a political party. So if anybody has any issues against INEC, it is me. But we cannot build a nation on lies, on criminality. A lot of opposition are jumping on this and say, hey, sack INEC chairman now, sack INEC chairman now. Whoever wants to can jump on it, but know this, all of that information is fabricated. I can tell you that. I have done my investigation and it is fabricated. You cannot confuse a full nation because you have a narrative, an agenda against somebody. I will not stand for that. No. Even people who call themselves experts now are now becoming confused. Channels is confused. Arise News is confused. TVC is confused. They are confused. They are saying, what about they change the name? They change it. Nothing changed. There was no such account in 2022. It's all fabrication. And then you are basing your investigation on Grok. Give Grok the right question. It will give you the right answer. If you give it the wrong question, the wrong prompt, it will give you the wrong answer. And so all of a sudden, this has become very sensational. And rather than speak the truth, people are choosing to bend it because they want to push a narrative and sack Amupitan. If Amupitan goes today, do you know who will come? Or do you not have the power to be the one to appoint the next INEC chairman? Let us build a nation on truth. The truth of the matter is this: we have fact-checked. We have done our investigation. That Twitter account that is claimed to have made that post, Victory is Sure, in 2022, did not exist in 2022. Yes, if you want INEC chairman out, good for you. But how do you tell the quality of the next INEC chairman that will come when it is the same Tinubu that we are appointing? What we should be preparing for to do is put checks and balances, countermeasures in place to prevent INEC from rigging the 2027 election. It's going to involve a lot of hard work, but the countermeasures are there. We have always been talking about them on this platform. We talk about PU marshals. We talk about votewatch.pro. These are countermeasures to make sure that INEC cannot rig. But we cannot descend into illegality, into criminality, just because you have something against somebody. Today, it might be the INEC chairman. And those of you who are lashing onto it and clapping for it and say, yeah, remove him, see what is it? It can be you tomorrow. And if you just make it a habit of forming opinion based on unverified data, then when it happens to you, who will speak for you? Final verdict: disregard that information. It is fake news.